welcome back to Factorio. Let's get straight into the game. Okay, so I have been looking online for different tutorials on like making different things. So the one thing to remember is, let me just double check, so that's making that. It's this here, these two things here, the electric engine unit and the battery are the two things we need to make. Now, to make those batteries, well, let me see, which will use the most? Right, so that uses lubricant. And then what does it use for a battery? Very, very basic. Okay, so we'll be making the batteries first, and then we'll be making the engines later. Because I think the engines use... Do the engines use batteries? No, actually, they're relatively easy enough to make. The only thing is, need to remember is that if we're going to be using barrels, we need to remember to take them out. And I just noticed that in one of the wikis that I was looking at. Now, I know I did say at the start of the game, when I was starting the series, I would avoid using the wiki and just explore around the game, but I'd rather, for things like this here, I'd rather get it right. So, we need to deliver oil, which is using sulfuric acid, and sulfuric acid is processed in the chemical plant. So, I'm thinking if we deliver using the train, the one with, that'll be delivering the parts, what I'm thinking is if we have a carriage dedicated for one dedicated for sulfuric acid and then the other one for, what's this here, use lubricant. I think that's what we're better doing, is delivering those items and having to go into that. But if we're going to be putting it on a train, well, surely it would make sense to put make barrels of the stuff and put it on the train, and then the barrels get delivered up and get put back on the train again. So that's going to require a bit of thinking. So what we could do is we could put a station here, and on one of the carriages we'll have it with barrels of stuff. So we'll have three things, so one with empty barrels, one for the sulfuric acid, and then the other for lubricant. And what will happen is it'll take the lubricant and sulfuric acid off, and the empty barrels come back down for use and go onto the same train with the bays, and it goes down to plant to refill, and like gets loaded up. So it's doing one. So see this train that's heading up there? This one here. So we'll put another carriage here at the end, and we'll do all the processing down the copper plant, where it makes all those barrels and sends them up here. So it means that we're gonna have to heavily defend the copper plant again. Now we could make loads of empty steel barrels and do all that there, but I'd rather do that near the end. So we've got another carriage. Let's make another one of those and stick it on the end, and that will be the the fifth module on the train. Where is that gone to? Let's put that on the end here. And let's stop the train for a second. Oh. Nope. Oops. Let's see if we can catch it on the way down. Right. Let's stop it there for a second, because we're going to set this here up. So we've got 4 bays. And what we'll do is we'll set it up here now. So the first one's going to be empty barrels. Second one is going to be sulfuric acid. And then the other one's going to be lubricant. And then we'll cross this here out for now. It's just these 3 here. So that's empty barrels along here. And at least down, this is all set up, no, ready to go. So this is for taking them back. The reason I'm not using up the entire train, or the entire carriage, is because it's not really needed. Now we could put something else in there, that's why I'll reserve that. That can be something else. Maybe we'll put a different type of, like say a water barrel or something on that. And then this one here is the lubricant, that's the green one. What's all these here other ones? Uranium fuel cells. Oops. That's this. And this is the lubricant going along here. And then what we'll do is we'll set up the whole thing down below. So it means that we're going to have to deliver steel things. Although in theory, it'll only be a limited number of barrels. So what we'll do is we'll probably make a barrel processing plant and send it down to get filled up on this train. But it means now we're going to have to put another station. So I'm going to have to make a station here. Let that go on ahead. It can go to iron. I'm happy enough with the signals there. There's no issues, so I'm just going to leave that the way it is. There's no point fixing something that's not broken. It'd be different now if the, the trains kept crashing or something. So I feel like this would be the best place here. Oh wait, no, the train goes this way. So it would make sense to stop the train up here. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want this here as close to that corner as possible. And then this will be called, it's called the Parts Factory, but we'll call it Parts Factory. And we'll call this Chemical Offload. And is there an option there for an image? Oh, we can put an image on it. So it makes sense to put like a barrel or something on it. So we'll put a wee barrel or something, say like this here. And let's get the barrel. Yeah, there's a barrel up there. So what is that way? Does that come up on the map then? Can we see that? No. Right. So we need grabbers to take the things off. So what we'll have is there's 6 bays. So I'm thinking 2 on, like 4 off and 2 on for the barrels. So it needs and 1 grabber to go on, or 2 grabbers to go on. So let's do this. This going, 2's going on, and then the 4's coming off. So these will filter off into the different bays. So this is where the barrels will come off, and then the 2 of them will go back onto the thingy again. So we're going to design this from the bottom up. So let's do the first one, which we said was the easiest one. I think was the battery, which is iron plate and copper plate and sulfuric acid. So that's made in the chemical plant. Alright, so that's all made in the chemical plant. Right. But can we put a barrel of that straight into it? In theory we should, yeah. Right, so the chemical plant is needed to be made. So let's see, chemical plant. That can go. Let's see. What's it making? Batteries. So sulfuric acid and the plates, and then the output can go out on here. Batteries can get put out onto a conveyor belt, which will then go. Which one is it? Oh, it needs to go over to here. So batteries need to flow along a conveyor belt here. So yeah, the top of it's going to come out there. So I need to make another one of these. And what is that? Wait, no. Oh, this is the steel plates. So what we need to do is need to go underground with it. I need to go another one underground. Where it'll go here. Get it to go over as far as possible. And same here as well. So we're not using that as much. There we go. So that's gonna go this way, that way, which goes down, and then it curls around. And there's the 2 there that goes into it. So this is the output where the 2 things need to go into it. So let's imagine that's it there. So what we can do is we can have stuff going into it like this here. And move that for a second. So this is stuff that'll go on this side of the belt, and then the other stuff can get grabbed and pulled onto the other side of the belt. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So turn that around, so that's this way, and then we have a grabber going between it. That's too far down. and we have a grabber going there. Just I need to show this working. So that's going here, and that's going to make batteries. And we need to put sulfuric acid and the 2 plates going into it. So that means having to have 2 belts going up the ways, or 1 belt going up the way, 1 going down the way. So this is like this, and this one's going that way. Or it makes sense to do that the other way around. Yeah, so then it's close enough to that. So this is sulfuric acid, so we'll have that going down. Oh, and we need to take barrels off that we're not going to be using. So that's where... Oh, this has actually made things a wee bit difficult now, because we need to take the barrels off it. So that takes... Unless we move this belt over 1, then we can use the red one, and then we can have a filter to take off the barrels and put it down this side. Yeah, I think that'd be better. So if we take the red one, that's going to put it onto the belt over here. And then a blue one, which goes at the bottom, takes it off and sends the barrel down this way. It's not that, it's a filter. Takes the empty barrel out and sends it down this one here, which goes down into these blue ones. Yeah. So we need to flip the direction of that. Oh, that's the wrong way. So this is the rubbish. It'll probably only go down as far as that, whereas the other one will go up the ways. And connect in with it. Like that. And that's where it'll all go. So it'll put out whatever's needed on that. Although now that's going to put... Oh, see... this is not going to work, because that's going to put both things out on it. It's going to clog things up. It's bad design. Right, I think the best thing to do is just have... I think it'd be best just to have it, you know, plugged with what does that need? If we can get... Yeah, if we can get the copper and steel plates to run down along here, and we have ordinary pipes going into it. I need to redesign this then. That's not going to work. So we'll have to skip the barrels. That's not going to work. Yeah, the barrel idea isn't going to work, so it's just going to have to be sulfuric acid. It's going to have to be taken off with a pump. Let's get that train to come down and stop. The wee small one. Where is it? This one. So after it's done in the parts factory, it'll come and run down to the... and wait for 30 seconds. Let's go that way. Make its way around and stop. Right, let's stop that there for a second. So this can't do barrels. But it can do this here while we're on steel. Or yank some from this. One of those. Fluid wagon. And this is where we'll probably make 2 of these. But can we... surely you can't actually share it, can you? Oh. Fluid wagon. Cargo wagon. Alright. We can't... Yeah, we can't share it. Right. What way is this here set up? Tell you what we'll do. These 2 here. I'm going to set this here up for now. That's all coal. And this here. I'll set this here up because I don't want to fill it up too much is the one thing. That there the whole way around. There we go. So that's that set up. Right, so this one here is going to be sulfuric acid, and then we'll have another one. Let's move this here up a bit because we need another room for the other container. So this one here is going to be parts, factory, chemical, unloading. And we'll get that to go up to X that out, chemical unloading, time passed equals 30 seconds, let's go there. And stop. And then we'll have another fluid wagon at the back. So sulfuric acid and lubricant. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. So, we'll have 2 pumps. What is the pump again? That's an offshore pump. I think, where is the pump again? I always forget where it's being kept. And it just says pump. That's all it is. And I don't see it. It's that's not it's an offshore pump. It's just pump. For some reason I think it's here. Ah, here we go. Right. So that's taken from this. So we've got 2 pumps coming off. And now we need to redesign this here. Because we'll have just the one thing coming off this. Right. Now let's get the chemical plant again. And it's going to be this far away. And it's going to be doing batteries. So that means we're going to have pipes running up along it. One grabber for taking the stuff off. And then we have plates. This is probably where we'll use this one. And then we have plates running down the ways. And then we have our, what do you call that, pipes running up the way to it. What was I waiting on? Steel plates. We need loads of steel plates. So what I'm thinking is we have loads of these running around. The thing is, these can be all kept together. We'll wait for that to build, just to see what way this is going to go. And that doesn't actually need to be down that far. That's all that needs to be. And we'll get I forgot to press hit on my stopwatch, so I don't have absolutely no idea how long I've been recording for. So that's doing batteries as well. Another one of these, and we have this here continually run down. So it grabs whatever it needs, goes into here, outputs onto this side, and oh, that's too far. This one goes here. I suppose that doesn't even now. That can go up there, and that can go up there. Yeah. So now we can run our pipes the whole way along here. And just something. We're okay just to make all this. That's alright. We're okay with this. the whole way up. We'll not be run through it anyway. And then this can go into here. So that's the lubricant, that's spheric acid. Just need to keep in memory of that. I'll get some more plate and we'll hook that all up. There we go. And let's do this. I want to try and keep as much of it underground as possible. And then this can go here. Let's go in there, let's go in there, and let's run all the way up. So we'll have all these chemical plants. So we need another, what was it? 8. Right. So 8 of those running up. And that's that battery's made. Yeah, that's easy enough. That goes into there, goes on that side, and then the next process will make the motors and it'll put it on the opposite side, and that's very easy to do. All you need is grabbers to go at the end of the conveyor belt and put it on to the opposite side. Or we can do what we done up in the science pack ones, where it we do it in a way where it'll put it onto the other side. But still, that's using the grabbers. Wee trick I have. So let's continue putting these along. And I'm just going to copy this. Oh. There. And then we'll make loads of pipe. We'll have a storage tank as well at the end of these. Actually, that's a better idea. We'll make 2 of these here as well. Where's the... There's... And 2 of these are coming off. So we'll have that going there and there. It's going there, there. And then we have an underground. There. There we go. So it goes into a tank first, and then it goes under ground into the various different things. And we have more pipe, yeah. We don't need that much, so I can end there. Spheric acid goes in. That makes the batteries, and then we have the conveyor belt where we have the 2 items coming into it. So we have both copper and so I'm going to make one of these. So that's going there, which will flow into and then iron will go on the opposite side. So we need to get iron to finish coming down here. So iron will come over here. So we need a load of belt for this. So any that doesn't get used up here will go down into the belt. So it'll go down here. Move this here out of the way. Right. I need to check very quickly what time we're at, because I have no idea. I didn't keep records of it. Let's have a quick look. So it started at 04:33. So it was just after 5 minutes. Okay. Right, so we have I'd say about 5 minutes left. Right, so let's get this built very quickly. So this is going to send any that's not being used down to here, which will then go down here. and it'll loop its way around. There we go. And that'll pull it down the opposite side. Good. Is that too close? I need the power to see. It is. Oops. Yeah, so that's pretty much. And remove all this, and then what we'll do is we'll have that sorted, and then we can get our grabbers. Is that up in the top one though? What is going? It should be on the top one. I've done something wrong. Let me see. It's supposed to be on the first one. Like that. That's it. And then electricity. Let's see, what way we're doing this. There. That goes into there, and now we just need to get sulfuric acid pumped into the last carriage here. So I'm going to call that an episode. That's half an hour. That's plenty of time. In the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to set up the plant down by copper. Just quickly check the oh, we've got another one here that has appeared up, so we're going to have to take that out in the next episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this here facility set up for processing the different gases and stuff, and sulfuric acid and lubricant, and have piped off and going into here, which means we'll have to get this here. I wonder if that'll reach both, will it? That's a shame it doesn't. So let's put these two here. And that. I wonder if we can get away with putting it down. There. Can I move that any further up? And I think we can get away with moving this here a wee bit. Yeah. There we go. So let's fill up those tanks, continue up here and into the process. Once it's done putting this stuff out, once it puts it out here, it'll go into this side, continue around out here, and should come out on the opposite side. The other thing goes on the other thing. We'll have a bridge going under that, and that's pretty much it. All is good. I'm just gonna put these last ones in before I keep forgetting they're going at the top. There we go. So they're gonna pop that there out and into the process. looking good so far. Okay, thanks very much for watching. If any comments, any suggestions, do drop them down below, or visit Discord channel's description. Follow the Discord channel for the schedule as well as the information board. There you will be able to see upcoming news for the games, as well as when they'll be released onto YouTube. I am taking suggestions for new games to play. I'd like to primarily keep it towards like some sandbox kind of games like this here, Space Engineers or Minecraft. Just something along those sort of lines, because I do enjoy those, I just enjoy that genre of game. I do like simulators such as construction simulator, flight simulator, etc. So if you have anything similar to that, I'm more than happy to give it a go. And I have been thinking of going back into playing the Forest again, so yeah, there's a few things to think about. Do consider subscribing to the channel. If not, I really do appreciate everybody that has subscribed to the channel, and I'd like to thank you personally for it. Also drop a like if you are enjoying the content. It does help show what people are interested in the most, and I'll try and focus on those areas a bit more in the future. But other than that, thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. I would like to give a massive shout out to the channel donators. You help make these videos possible.